Hey guys, it's Elena and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, welcome, and be sure to subscribe before the end of this video. So I am really excited for today's video. I am reviewing the almost entire Earth to Skin by Walmart skincare line that they have. Their line is formulated with no paraben, phthalates, petroleum, mineral oil, sulfates, gluten, and no animal testing, which is a big thumbs up. I am reviewing 3 of their lines. They have 4, so 3 of them, 3 sections, I guess. So they have the honey, they have the tea, the super greens, and the fruit. I got a hold of 3 of them, which is the honey, the tea, and the super greens, which in my opinion are probably the most important ones. I was super excited to try, especially the honey one. I was really excited for the honey one. Honey is supposed to help moisturize, smooth, and is an antibacterial. Honey is very good for people who have acne like myself. I do sometimes get like acne, and then I have hormonal acne, which just sometimes can't be helped by just honey, I'm not gonna lie. Their tea time set is formulated with multiple different kinds of tea, like white tea, black tea, and chamomile, which is all supposed to help calm, firm, anti-aging, and pore refining. And then the super greens is formulated with broccoli, cucumber, and kale as their key ingredients, which is supposed to be packed with vitamins like vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K. It also contains iron and antioxidants, which is super good to help fight off the free radicals. This super greens line is supposed to help with nourishing, with revitalizing. Before I get into each and every single product, because we do have 15 to tackle on today and talk about, I'm just gonna say that I was super excited to review this. As soon as I heard that Walmart came out with a clean beauty brand, I was so excited. I ran to Walmart, I bought everything that I wanted to buy, and I could not wait to go home and try it. And I've been trying it for the past few weeks, and I do have a lot of thoughts, so this video may or may not be a little lengthy. I was thinking of cutting it into separate videos for each of the categories. It's just better for you guys if I just made an entire video about all these products. So it's just, you know, it's just better. The one thing I'm gonna overall say about this line is that it's overly fragranced, okay? And you're probably gonna hear me say a lot of that throughout the video, that it's just so overpowering. Literally all of the products, including the eye cream, including the cleanser. So I bought 3 kits, including 1 full item. For each kit, I bought the honey starter kit, which contains a cleanser, 2 moisturizers, a day and a night cream, and also an eye cream. I bought the honey manuka toner along with it. I got the tea time set that includes another cleanser, 2 moisturizers, day and night cream, and an eye cream along with a tea time toner. And then the super greens, I bought the starter kit set that contains a cleanser, 2 moisturizers, a day and a night cream, and also an eye cream. And then to pair it with, I bought not a toner but a enzyme peel, which I was super excited to try. I think the starter sets are super cute. I feel like it's a really good way to get to try a lot of their products without spending way too much money. I think every single product that I bought, the kit was like under $10, and then the toners were each like under $10. The peel was under $10, so everything is like under $10, I believe, which is a great price if it works. And I will tell you guys if they do work, if it does its job. I split it up into moisturizers, cleansers, eye creams, and like the toners and peels. If I keep looking like this, it's because the products are right here and I get to just easily look at them and kind of like remember how I felt about each and every single one of them. So let's get into the moisturizers, because that is the biggest category to tackle. I'm going to start off with a honey starter set, which, like I said, is formulated with honey, so it comes with all of the honey benefits. Let's get into the day gel cream. It is a very nice consistency. I like it. It's super lightweight, and when you apply it to the skin, it's like a burst of hydration. And it also comes with a bigger burst of fragrance along with every single one of these products. But aside from that, because I told you I was going to talk a lot about the fragrance, it just sinks into the skin very quickly, but too quickly, and I feel like it goes away. Like, it doesn't really moisturize the skin. It feels more like when you're applying a toner and then put on a moisturizer, but it's kind of like that toner. This moisturizer is that toner, and then you just don't put on a moisturizer afterwards, so you kind of just like let it evaporate into the air. It didn't stay throughout the day. I wish it stayed on longer. I have used a few gel creams, a few like gel-like consistency, like, I don't know, aloe is like a gel-like consistency, but that somehow sticks to my skin and keeps my skin moisturized all day, as opposed to this one. I feel like it didn't really moisturize, didn't keep everything I put on sealed into my skin. The fragrance does stay on your skin all throughout the day until you wash it off, which is really annoying. My sister was like, this entire line smells like grandma's perfume, and I'm just like, it's kind of true. It doesn't leave any residue. It doesn't have any of that like, you know, heavy glossiness going on. It just looks like you applied a toner and it hydrated your skin, but then, like I said, it doesn't stay there. I felt like I needed to reapply the moisturizer to keep my skin like moisturized throughout the day. Because it doesn't feel heavy and it doesn't feel oily and it doesn't leave that like thick after, what am I trying to say? After feel to it, I don't know, like oiliness. It's really good for people who have very oily skin, okay? Maybe like on a summer afternoon where it's the hottest and your skin is just oily or something during that time, like me. I guess this is the kind of consistency I would go for, and I don't need to moisturize too much. I wouldn't necessarily reach for it. The night cream, I like the consistency of it. I think it's nice for body lotion. It is formulated a lot with shea butter, so it does have that shea buttery feel to it. When you apply it to the skin, you will see that it is like shea butter, because it leaves the same residue that shea butter leaves on your skin. So if you like that, then I guess you can go for this one. People who have very, very dry skin during the winter, shea butter is great, right? Shea butter will seal everything. It'll help your damaged skin. It just feels like a very fragranced, soft shea butter. It doesn't hydrate, it does moisturize, it does seal things in there. So when I wake up, I feel like the product is still there. It just feels like a little too heavy for me. It does have a long-lasting moisturizing effect. Like, it seals your skin for a long, long time, even overnight. If I were to just go for a tub of shea butter, I might as well go for that instead of like go for this, you know? It doesn't absorb when you rub it in. It kind of just sits on top of your skin, kind of like a face mask. Yeah. So the tea time starter set came with 2 moisturizers, the day and the night cream. White tea is supposed to help reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles. It's also formulated with mushroom extract, which is supposed to help promote cellular turnover. And then the black tea night cream is formulated with, you guessed it, black tea extract, which is supposed to help tighten and have firming qualities. I feel like these 2 moisturizers are very, very similar. One just feels thicker than the other. It does absorb into the skin, but I feel like there is a very heavy residue with both of these. It leaves kind of like that oily, shiny look to the skin. Throughout the time I was using this, I just wasn't really impressed. It doesn't really have that hydrating like effect like the day gel from the honey set, but it does feel moisturizing and more of like a sealing effect. It does leave that residue, but it just feels too heavy for me, especially during the day. I would actually use the day cream more like a night cream, because I do like heavier things at night. So getting into the Nourishing Day Gel Cream and the Nourishing Night Gel Cream from the Super Green Starter Set. The Nourishing Day Gel Cream is much like the Honey Day Cream. There isn't much of a difference besides the smell. They're very similar. It absorbs the same. If you were to cover my nose and then like blindfold me, I won't be able to tell by just like feeling it, because they feel very similar. They even feel similar throughout the day. It doesn't really feel like it's sealing in any of the product that I put in before I put on the moisturizer, so I feel like I would need to put a lot more product in, or even put like a heavier moisturizer on top. The good thing is it doesn't leave any residue, it doesn't have any of that heavy feeling, so it is good for people who have very oily skin. With these two, I just feel like I had to keep reapplying throughout the day, reapplying the excuse you. Getting into the Nourishing Gel Night Cream. Is it a gel? Yes, it is. This one has to be my favorite consistency out of all of them. I feel like it's just right in between the very light, doesn't leave a residue, but like also creamy and thick enough to stay on my skin and keep my skin moisturized for the rest of the day. It does absorb well, it hydrates, it moisturizes well, like seals in the product pretty well. But if the Nourishing Night Gel Cream didn't have fragrance, I would like it and I probably would use it. I feel like this moisturizer would be even better actually throughout the day, because when you're out and about and it's cold outside, it helps protect your skin from very cold wind like it is right now. I like it better during the day than I enjoyed it better in the night, although it did hold up well in the night. When I wake up, my skin still feels quite hydrated and well moisturized. So, you know, this would have been good if the fragrance wasn't so existing. So that concludes all of the moisturizers. Getting into the cleansers, we have 3 cleansers to talk about: the Manuka Honey Cleanser, the White Tea Cleanser, and the Nourishing Cleanser. They're very similar. I'm just gonna say, like, all of the cleansers are very similar with just a different color of a tint. I feel like I do need a lot of product for it to lather up the way I want it to. I do like the consistency of it when it lathers up. It's not too foamy and it's not too stripping at all. If you wear makeup, I would use it as a second step in your double cleansing. Aside from the fragrance, I know I keep talking about it. Aside from it, it's a decent cleanser. There's nothing too special about it. It feels really nice while I'm working it into the skin. I feel like I am actually cleaning my skin. Getting into the eye creams, we have the Royal Jelly Eye Cream, the Chamomile Eye Cream, and the Nourishing Eye Cream from the Super Greens. Royal Jelly is a rich source of protein, vitamins, and minerals to help fight signs of aging and puffiness. I didn't really see any difference with my puffiness. I don't really get puffy eyes, so I didn't see a difference with it being helpful to puffy eyes. It is the thickest eye cream out of all the 3. The Chamomile Tea eye cream is actually the lightest one, and then the Super Greens is like right in the middle of the 2. So it really depends on which one you want to go to. I feel like the Royal Jelly one is a little too heavy for me. I would probably go more for the Chamomile one because it is lighter. They all just leave a residue, which I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not gonna pick these up again because I don't use eye creams. If I were to pick out of the 3, I would say the Chamomile eye cream is the best one for me because it is more lightweight. Then again, it leaves a residue, which I'm not a fan of, so I'm not really gonna reach for these. Chamomile is actually said to calm inflammation and puffiness. Like I said, I don't really have any eye problems when I wake up, so I don't really battle puffiness under the eyes. I'm kind of just going off of how they feel individually. Getting into the toners, the 2 toners that I have, and then also the enzyme peel. Out of all the stuff that I just reviewed, the toners are probably my favorite out of all the stuff I talked about. The moisturizers, the eye creams, the cleansers. The toners were my favorite to explore with because I actually like them. The honey one, it just felt so hydrating. It's kind of like the Honey Manuka Gel Cream. It gives that burst of hydration right away and it sinks into the skin. The difference is that the Manuka Honey Toner actually helps keep your skin moisturized the rest of the day that the moisturizer couldn't uphold. It was calming, it was moisturizing, and it definitely was soothing. I love the consistency. It's not too watery and it's not too thick, so I like it. It just feels really good on the skin. I wake up and my skin feels really nourished. It feels just really good throughout the day. It's very hydrated throughout the day, so I like that. All the fragrance in these do linger. It stays. It really freaking stays. I wish it just didn't do that. Like, I like the toner. I like the honey toner. Getting into the Tea Time Green Tea Toner, it's supposed to help firm, anti-age, and refine your pores, and I feel like it really did, like, hydrate my skin very well. It's very, very lightweight. It's like a water consistency. The second ingredient is actually niacinamide, which is one of my favorite ingredients. It comes with so many skin benefits. I love it. Niacinamide is fantastic. Both toners made my skin look and feel more supple and more hydrated. The honey toner was the one that moisturized my skin for a longer time compared to the tea time toner. I feel like I did really have to put a good moisturizer to keep the hydration in there. So if I were to pick between the two, I would say the honey toner is better because it also has that like sticky feel, kind of like honey, but I feel like that's helping, or kind of like aloe vera gel. It has the same stickiness to it, which I feel like helps retain the moisture in my skin. And I'm not too bothered by that feel. And then last, but finally the least, the Super Greens enzyme peel. I didn't expect it to be what it was. First of all, it has like these walnut grains in there, which is supposed to physically exfoliate your skin. And I just don't like physical exfoliators. I think it's way too harsh. They can really damage your skin barrier. When I was using it, I'm like, this is the last time I'm using this. It's not too harsh. The instructions said to like rub it into the skin, and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to do this again. But I was like doing it because I want to get the full experience. When I took it off, I didn't really see that much of a difference. You have to keep using it for a long time to even see results, but I just could not get myself to really rub my skin with like a walnut scrub. There are much more efficient ways to exfoliate your skin that won't damage it like that. The actual like physical scrub itself is very fine, and it doesn't seem like it's really gonna do too much damage on the skin. I just don't like anything that's grainy and rubbing it on my skin like that. I feel like it's gonna cause irritation, it's gonna cause damage. There are better ways to exfoliate your skin, like chemically or with enzymes, which this does have. I'm very used to strong chemicals. If I were to use an enzyme peel with something like this, I just know that there are better options out there for me. If you want to get into chemical exfoliation, enzyme peels are a good way to get you started and kind of introduce into chemical peels, like very, very strong chemical peels. So you're kind of just like working your way up from like enzyme to a low percentage of chemicals and then a higher percentage. If they took out like the physical scrubby part of it, this probably would have been better as like an enzyme mask. Overall, I didn't like the product because I know that there are better ways for me to exfoliate my skin, so I kind of took a pass on this one. If I were to pick any of the products to use and keep, I would probably pick the Honey Manuka Toner. I am actually very impressed that Walmart took a clean beauty approach to their skincare line. I was very, very excited. I really wanted to say good things about this, but I just could not get past a lot of the products, most of them, because of the freaking fragrance. Overall, I feel like Earth to Skin is a good entry level for very young people who want to get started with skincare. For people who really want to get into more serious skincare eventually, so people who are a little bit younger and they want to get started. Not gonna lie, these are very cute ideas. Like, you know, if I was a lot younger and a lot less experienced with different kinds of products, I would probably go for this set. I would probably go for like the honey or the tea time starter set because it's cute and I love the colors and I love the packaging, and I also like how they kind of took inspiration from different skincare lines. Like, these look very familiar. Like the tea time starter set just reminds me a lot of Fresh, and the honey starter set reminds me a lot of Pharmacy, I think was the one I compared it to. So it just has a lot of similarities to these like big expensive companies. I'm so sad because it's so fragrant and I just couldn't get past it. Gosh, there's so many of them. I'm like stumbling over my words. So that's the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, be sure to leave it in the comments down below, or you can totally DM me on all of my social medias, which is either in one of these corners you can find my social media at. Also, if you click right here, you can subscribe to my channel. And if you click right here, you can find all of my related videos here for my previous video. And if you haven't already, be sure to like this video. Thank you so much, and I will see you next Thursday at 12. Bye.